right, so while overseas on a State Department-funded trip, Imam Feisal Abdul is trying to deflect the blame for the opposition of the Ground Zero Mosque. He's quoted as saying there is no doubt that the election season has had a major impact upon the nature of the discourse. So he's trying to blame it on the midterms. I guess he has to blame something, but that's not all. Last week, the mosque developer, Sharif El Gamal, refused to answer where he was getting the money from.
Where does all the money come from? Sharif El Jamal, why won't you talk to us, sir? Why are you running?
Well, more details are emerging about this developer. The New York Daily News is reporting that he has had several run-ins with the law, which include disorderly conduct, DWI, attempted petty larceny, patronizing a prostitute, and assault. And El Gamal is not denying any of it. He told the paper, quote, "I regret many of the things that I did in my youth. I have not always led a perfect life." Joining me now is the president and founder of the American Islamic Forum for Democracy, Zuhdi Jasser, and filmmaker, journalist Jehan Hannity. Guys, welcome back. Thanks for being here.
Thank you, Sean.
Thanks for having us.
Joshua, political? Is that the reason?
Well, you know, this is the thing is first it's racism, then it's Islamophobia, as they lectured to us a couple of weeks ago, and now it's political. Well, I guess he seems to have found
hate Muslims in there, too, as well.
Yeah. He seems to have found a political issue that's united Reed and Patterson with Gingrich and Palin, which really speaks to how non-political this is, and how it's really a more of a testimony. You know, truly, if these were truly moderate Muslims, they would be looking to how to be humble, how to really look to bridge build with the community there, the fact that 70% of Americans think this is the wrong idea. And I'll tell you, Sean, as an American Muslim, I think this is really just driving a knife in the wound, and it's really the wrong thing to do, no matter how well-intended they may be.
No, you know what, Jehan, why don't you respond to that? Because it's actually 71%, a CBS News poll. 71%. Hang on, you're friends with the Imam. 71%.
If this is not political, I don't know what is, Sean. Basically, this is not about what feels right to do. This is about our freedom.
I didn't ask you that.
The foundation of our democracy is being compromised.
Stop giving me platitudes. I know you're a spokesman and you're friends with the Imam and his wife.
I'm actually not a spokesman. I'm not a spokesman for anybody.
Why don't you just answer my question? 71% of the American people say it's inappropriate.
Based on what? They're
71% say it's inappropriate.
And that's based.
Can I get my question out? 71%. So if this is about bridge building, why not listen to the 71%?
71% based on what, Sean? Based on lies that are being disseminated all over.
What lie?
Based on certain views that he is not a good man, that Muslims are terrorists, that are spreading
said that.
Politics of
fears. Who said that?
I'm sorry, didn't Newt Gingrich say that he equated Muslims with Nazis?
Wait a minute, He's the one. Wait, but we got to look at his statements. He said America's.
When people hear politicians saying
this,
what are they going to believe?
He said America's an accessory to 9/11. He wants America to be Sharia compliant. He said Osama bin Laden is made in the USA. These are all things. His wife said this is about.
By the way, this is not just about this mosque. This is about mosques throughout America. This is about Muslims.
That's where you're wrong, Jehan. That's where you're wrong. Many of us have built mosques.
What happened to the New York cabbie who was stabbed a few days ago? What happened with the bomb exploded in a mosque in Jacksonville, Florida?
It is irresponsible for you to talk about that stabbing in this way. You are attacking. You're attacking 70% of Americans as haters, and many of us have built mosques across the country without any problem. And this mosque is very different. It's 15 stories. It's not only a mosque, it's an Islamic center of $100 million that's casting a shadow over a cemetery. And I'll tell you, it's not in the tradition of the Prophet to do this kind of unhumility, arrogant act.
Many Americans opposed to Muslim centers and mosques throughout America.
I'll tell you, it's because groups like yours are so busy building swimming pools and auditoriums. You're not doing counterterrorism work and showing America that we need to lead this fight against terrorism.
We have the FBI, we have the State Department, we have a very big Homeland Security, Jasser. They are doing that. If we need somebody to do that, we already have departments in charge of that. And those departments have actually asked the Imam to do the work for them, to do some work for them.
You're poking the eye of Americans with a $100 million structure that's being started by a developer that most of us would have nothing to do with based on the track record that Sean just described, and you want us to believe that this is Islamic based on this kind of history? It's basically a pushy, arrogant move.
I have nothing to say about that developer. All I have to say is I am here to defend freedom of religion for everybody.
Let me ask you a question.
It's not about freedom of religion. We just want to restore our values over the mall.
I want to know why.
Our values are respecting equality and respecting freedom of religion.
Jehan,
that's our values.
I want to know why. It's a very simple question. I want to know why this imam will not condemn the terrorist group Hamas and why you won't condemn Hamas.
I'm not here to discuss politics, and I said that to you before.
I didn't ask you. I'm not asking about politics.
I'm here to talk about a certain issue.
They are a terrorist organization.
If you're going to distract with these other issues, and you can lay as much blame on the imam, fine. But how could you not blame what's happening throughout America?
Go.
Don't you see violence? Don't you see hatred?
Groups
we should stand up for promoting tolerance and understanding and being a model for the world. No double standard, no slippery slope. Freedom of religion for everybody.
Okay, freedom of religion. Does that mean freedom of religion that non-Muslims could now go to Mecca and Medina?
I'm not talking about Saudi Arabia or anybody else. I'm talking about America, and we are the model that the world should emulate. We are our values and our democracy, Sean.
We got to run. I think.